us down there in the bottom.
Hey, Monica.
Say
What's
hi,
up,
Monica.
Monica!
Wow. All right. I'm going to unmute you so you can say, she's got the dog. She's like, I just unmuted you. Now
Read
you-
everything, man.
okay, go ahead.
Oh, hi, everybody.
Hey, Monica!
What up, girl?
What up?
What the business is?
Oh, there you go.
Do what?
How do we say it? How do we say it, Alcy?
What the business is?
I like that.
God,
I
that sounds
like
terrible.
that. All right, let me press record. Oh, are we recording? Oh, we are recording.
Yes.
We are recording already. Okay, guys, welcome to the Countdown Call. Let's get this party started. So, I think we got some good news here tonight. We're going to save that for 2 or 3 minutes. Let's talk about first things first. We got 4 days until the end of the month, in case you haven't checked in on your calendar today. Saturday, the last day of the month for us, of the calendar month. That means you have until 12 o'clock midnight California time, or 2 in the morning Central Time, 3 in the morning Eastern Time, or what is it, Mountain Time? I don't know. 1 in the morning Mountain Time, something like that. So to get your orders in, we've got LDW qualifications at stake, VIP at stake. We've got the Prez Team Experience at stake. And then the big thing that we've been talking about, essentially, for the first 3 months of the year so far, but definitely what we've been talking about the last couple of weeks, is putting your exclamation point on the first quarter of the year as we head into the second quarter. That's a big deal. That's a big deal. Y'all remember last week and the week before, we talked about playing, like last week we had 10 days left in the month, right? This week we got 4 days left in the month. So this is our official countdown call. And we talked about playing like the rest of your year and your business and your life depends on it, about what you do. That was last week with 10 days. Now that's definitely this week with 4 days, because we are in serious 2-minute warning mode now. This is like March Madness. It's not the final 4 anymore. This is like the final 2 games, you know, and the winner goes to the championship. That's the mindset that you guys got to have. You guys follow me? We're getting some breakup noise there. Let me, oh, there you go. So you guys understand that? So play the next 4 days like your business, like your life, like the rest of your year depends upon it, because it does. You got to start playing your business like that, guys. So leave no stone unturned. This is the time to reach out, follow up, ask for reorders, ask for upgrades, ask, are you interested in getting a discount, upgrading them to preferred member, and then asking your people, would you be interested in making extra income, part-time or full-time? Without pressure, though, because you don't want to turn people off. You want to do it in a good way. You want to do it in a way where you throw out a little bait. It's like fishing, right? Throw out a little bait and then listen for the answer, right? Or if you're in front of them, watch their body language. Sometimes you can see their body language. They immediately shut off, close down, right? So throw out a little bait, see if they nibble on it, watch, be intuitive to that, you know, and see if they're interested in making some part-time money, part-time without interfering with what they're already doing. And if they, you know, if they say whatever they say, if they express some interest, then go from there. You guys got me? But this is the time to get your thinking cap on. This is the time to get out a clean sheet of paper. You know, today, tonight, your whiteboard, however you do it, and write a list. Write a list of your existing customers, or whatever your spreadsheet that you already have looks like, your existing customers, Because inside of your existing business, starting there, you can get reorders.
You have yours already set up to. How
Let
do
me
you have your
find that,
meeting number
mute
in there
that.
already?
Okay. And y'all want to be paying attention to the call, by the way, if you're joining us. So inside of your existing business, number one, you can get reorders. Number two, you can get upgrades. You guys know what upgrades are, right? I mean, if they got on a quick start program, for example, you can upgrade them. In the sales world, they call it upselling them, but I don't like the word upselling. I like upgrade. So if they got a quick start and they want to lose belly fat, they want to lose inches, things like that, guess what? Cellulose, Prolessa, and you can cut them a special. Hey, if you get both, you know, I've got a end of the month 2-minute warning March Madness special, give you 15% off. Boom, now you got an upgrade. Now you got somebody that's getting on Prolessa and cellulose. So that's existing business. The people that you have that exist, existingly, right? So reorders, upgrades, and then referrals. You can ask them, you can give incentives for referrals. You can give them discounts on products. You can give them offer free products, a free bottle of cellulose for every successful referral. Keyword, successful referral. I'm just throwing out ideas to stimulate your brain. Y'all probably got 20 better ideas than that. I'm just throwing out things to stimulate your brain, because sometimes we look and we search for where to get business, where to get business, and your existing business is where you can get more business, starting there, you know, because every single person, remember this, every customer, every preferred member, every distributor that you have, they know people that you don't know. They have a center of influence that you don't have. They work in an office that you don't. So they have people around them, friends, family, coworkers, whatever. They know people that you don't know. That's called networking. And that's called duplication and leveraging. You guys got me on that? Nod your head. So anyway, just trying to stimulate your thinking as we go here into the last 4 days of the month, so you guys can get volume on the board. Because the bottom line is what Jim Rohn says, the name of the game is the numbers, the scoreboard. You guys got me? Production. Nod your head if you agree. Okay, production is the name of the game. So in any sports, who likes sports, raise your hand. March Madness, you better be liking sports, right? So, you know, who's going to be getting all the accolades during March Madness? Who gets all the accolades in the football season, basketball season, right? The people that are putting the most points on the board, or the most assists, the numbers. The people that have got the most numbers are the ones that get the most accolades, get the endorsements, get the payday. All that, one thing leads to the next thing. Everything affects everything. You guys know this stuff, right? Y'all heard that, right? You heard that, right, Brandon? Okay? Everything affects everything. So who's ready to play full out the next 4 days? Who's ready to play the next 4 days like your life depends upon it? Who's ready to play the next 4 days like it'll change your business forever? Tell me that. Thank you. Y'all, I don't think y'all need to get worked up into a frenzy, because I think you already are, because I can see it by your body language, and I can see it by the posts that y'all are posting and the movement that y'all got going on. So essentially, I'm preaching to the choir right now. But y'all keep in mind, there's also some people that are watching and listening now and later on the internet that maybe aren't totally in the mindset that you're in now. You might be a little bit ahead of them on that game because you've been in longer and you've been exposed to this for longer. You guys got me? So a lot of you, I'm preaching to the choir. A lot of the others, and by the way, and a lot of you, I'm confirming what you already believe, but a lot of the other newer folks, you know, this is the mindset that you got to have if you want to grow, and if you want to grow fast. The mindset of a champion. You guys got me? Who's got the mindset of a champion? Raise your hand. Who wants to have the mindset of the champion? Raise your hand. It's real easy. Okay? It's real easy to have the mindset of a champion. You know how easy it is? It's called decide. Decide that you're going to be a champion. You're going to be a champion or you're going to be a spectator on the sidelines. Which is it going to be? Spectator on the sidelines, no endorsements, no fame, no fortune, no VIP life. Okay? Get in the game, become a VIP, most valuable player, MVP, VIP. Guess what you get? Fame, fortune, and all your dreams start to come true. You guys got me? Herbalife is the only place that I've ever seen where a average, person can start from where they are and go as far as they want to go. They can be groomed to become a millionaire and have other millionaires that they groom as well. By the way, some of the most unlikely people have been groomed into millionaires inside of the Herbalife world over the years. You guys understand? I mean, it was 10 years ago and it was 15 years ago that I was telling people in my organization and I was telling people on stage at STSs and LDWs that the big money's not been made yet. I was also telling people that the next superstars haven't even signed up yet. It's 10 years ago, 15 years ago, 12 years ago, 8 years ago. You guys understand? Hadn't even signed up yet. Hadn't even heard of Herbalife 10 years ago. I was telling people that. And they're going to be the next superstars. They're going to change the game. They haven't even heard of Herb. They've never even taken a shake yet, but they're going to be president's team members and they'll have president's team members underneath them. You guys understand? New people, pay attention. I was telling people this 10 years ago, 12 years ago, 15 years ago. Now, for some of y'all new people, new folks, and by the way, new could mean you've been in the business for a day, a week, or a year. Because even if you've been in for a year, you're still new, right? Relatively speaking, in a 38-year-old company almost. 38, yeah. So 10 years ago, I was saying this, and that's before Enrique Carrillo signed up. Who knew Enrique Carrillo was going to sign up at the age of 22? Right? 3 DWIs, had his stomach pumped twice because he was partying too much, going down the wrong track. Came to a nutrition club, started drinking shakes, loving what he saw, changed his life. Now he's number 10 in the world. Mega millionaire. Just turned, I think he's 30, 31 now. Signed up when he was 22. So 10 years ago, I was saying the next superstars haven't even signed up yet. He had not even signed up yet. I said the big money's not even been made yet. Guess what? Garen Jones had not signed up yet. Did we know Garen Jones was going to sign up? Well, we didn't know the name of the person, but we knew that superstars were coming. Superstars were going to sign up, and we knew that the big money had not been made yet. You guys got me? Style Bell had not signed up yet. Brian Holyfield had not signed up yet. You guys understand? Jorge and Disney had not signed up yet. Paimi had not signed up yet. Fabi had not signed up yet. All these guys. Now, Paimi has just got her second cut of 50K royalties. She's been in the business 4 years. Jorge and Disney, second cut of 100K royalties. No distributor, no president's team member in the history of the company has ever gotten to 100K royalties. You guys understand? And Jorge and Disney have done it within essentially 5 years. So, and by the way, it's not 12 o'clock midnight California time and they're getting it. They already got it a few days ago. It's freaking mind-boggling what's going on right now. And I just saw something on Instagram today that they've got somebody in Spain that's on their second cut of 15K president's team in Spain. So keep in mind, this is not a business that you're confined to the United States of America, to the USA. We're in 93 countries. Keep that in mind.
Probably have to go up there and see if we can get a cash advance for that amount, huh? I say probably have to go up there and see.
Hold on, let me mute that out. There you go. So y'all keep that in mind. We're in 93 countries, 94, 95, 96, right? Depending on where you're at. So you work locally, think globally. Keep that in mind. So going back to, so I just want to remind y'all, out of the top 10, and I'm talking about like North America, USA, Canada, Mexico, out of the top 10 people, royalty earners in America, in North America, probably about 9 of them signed up within the last 5 to 8 years. You guys understand? Keep that in mind. So what does that mean for you? I'm going to tell you what that means for you. You better get a few pairs of sunglasses because the future looks bright. You understand? And the biggest thing that I want y'all to get is have a belief and a vision about that can be you, that will be you. They didn't make no products any different for Garen Jones than they did for Alcee. Oh, and I saw Alcee's message down there, and Alcee hadn't signed up either. Thank you. Thank you. When we're talking about people that hadn't signed up yet. Hey, Garen Jones, in terms of personality and in terms of leadership and philosophy and wisdom and being a people person and having talent and all that stuff, Garen ain't got nothing on Alcee. And actually, let me tell you something. Alcee has an advantage on Garen because Garen never lost 100 pounds. So Alcee's got the before and after picture on top of all the talent and everything else that he brings to the table.
You must heard me thinking earlier.
Say it again. I couldn't hear you.
I said you feeling me. You must have heard me thinking earlier today.
You know what I'm saying? That's a huge advantage. I mean, no pun intended. That's a huge advantage. How much weight you lost now? Because the weight, the story always changes. What is it now?
I'm 136. Last time it was 133, so I'm 136 now.
136.
Yeah.
And what are the total inches? Do you know? Roundabout?
54 was my pants. I'm a 34 now, and they big. So I'm working my way.
Dude, that's 20 inches.
You're 34 in pants?
Yeah, 34 in pants.
Earl's a 34 in pants.
Uh-oh.
No, I'm not. I'm a 32, but he right there on me, man.
Exactly.
Wow.
Man, that's tremendous. But to have that story, to have the before and after, like I've done it, he'll be able to relate to people, especially people that need to lose weight, much differently than someone that's never needed to lose weight. Like me, I've never lost weight. Garen didn't. Well, Garen had his little tummy. He was skinny fat. He had a little tummy on him because he, whatever he was doing, right? But he wasn't like 40 or 50 pounds overweight or nothing like that. But I just kind of want to, Mark, the reason that I'm telling you guys this is because it's relative to what I said earlier about the next 4 days, treating it like your life and your business depends upon it. The way that you approach closing out the first quarter of this year. Because see, the next 4 days is not just closing out March. I want you to understand that. The next 4 days is called closing out the first quarter of 2018. It's putting your exclamation point on the first 90 days of this year, the first quarter. The year is broken up into 4 quarters. First quarter, second quarter, third quarter, fourth quarter. Now you got 12 months. It's like a dollar bill. 1 quarter, 2 quarter, 3 quarter, 4 quarter. And now you got $1. $1 is an entire year, 4 quarters. And this business, this type of business works in stages and phases of momentum. I want y'all to get that. This is a momentum business. You guys got me? By the way, lift off and prepare. Hold on. So this is a momentum business. And if you understand momentum and how to capture it, how to create it, and then how to capture it once you got it, and then how to advance it once you got it, then you understand most all there is, the DNA, the underworkings of how this business functions. You guys understand what I'm talking about? Momentum. Understand it. This is a momentum business. You got to create it, right? You got to sustain it, keep it solid, and then you advance it. And it usually works in 90-day cycles, quarterly. Okay? So this is the importance of closing out the next 4 days. And this is the importance of the next 4 days is going to determine your momentum for the rest of the year. And it'll determine your outcome for the rest of the year. It's also a mindset and a belief system and a way of thinking about your business, because nobody advances, okay, to the different levels in the marketing plan, to the positions in the marketing plan, without knowing how to close out the month, knowing how to close out that 2-minute warning, knowing how to close out a game, right? Like last year, Dallas, man, we do so good, in the, first half and third quarter, and then a lot of times they would fold up shop in the fourth quarter. Fourth quarter is where the games are won. That's not when you sit down. That's when you show up. So this is the thing about training yourself and disciplining yourself and knowing how to close out the end of the month. You stay up later, you get up early, you take 3 times the amount of products that you normally would. Have a vision of where you're going to be in the future as a result of mastering that discipline and mastering that habit. You guys got me? Because once you start mastering how to close out months and get volume on the board, not just for you, but if you have a team, helping them get volume on the board, helping them advance to the next level, whether it's on the DAP program, whether it's the qualified producer, whether it's the supervisor. So once you start doing that, guess what? You start securing your future. You start securing your check, your royalty, your residual income. You guys understand? Residual income. Who wants residual income? Who wants to make money? Whether you decide to just pack up and go to the beach for 2 days, 3 days, a week, or not, you still make money. This check still comes because you built something that will outlast you. You built leaders. I read something the other day. Leadership is, I don't know exactly the phrase, but the essence of it is leadership is the ability not just to have others following you, but to be able to build other leaders. That's leadership, to build other leaders. And that's what Mark Hughes talked about. I remember Mark Hughes talking about this before he tragically passed away, is building a company and building leaders that even when he's not around, it will keep going. You guys got me? So this is the future, guys. This is the future. Many of you on this call tonight are going to be on the president's team. Many of you are going to not only be on the president's team, but you'll have president's team members underneath you. Understand that. Believe that. And then the work that you do in the next 4 days, it didn't even work. It's just part of the process. It's part of the game. You just putting the pegs in the holes. That's all it is. It's just a game. It's a process because you know where it's leading you. Does this make sense to you guys? Okay, very good on all that stuff. Now, with all that stuff said, I think Sam was whispering something to me at the beginning of the call before all of y'all got on here. That's right, Morgan. Come on, Morgan, Alcy, Sam, y'all come on muted there. Tell us what we need to know. Tell us what we need to know.
First cut's done.
Woo!
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
You said it like a question mark.
No, first cut is done.
Okay. Say it like a statement. Like an exclamation. Not
Say
a
it like
question.
you mean it.
Awesome!
I'm gonna give you one more chance. Now make a statement.
Do it again, girl. Come on.
First cut of global expansion team is done.
Boom!
Yes.
Awesome.
Okay. Now that you've practiced and you've got that one down, I'm gonna have you say that one more time so I can put it on IG stories. Hold on. I'm gonna put it
Say it
on
like
IG
you mean it.
stories. Go.
First cut of global expansion team is done.
Yes.
Yeah.
Woo!
Fantastic. Congratulations.
Man, you didn't say that with enough conviction, man. You know?
It's still kind of like surreal.
Okay, because Sam just said that, I just deleted that video, so we're gonna do it one more time. All of y'all come unmuted because I have to get a good video. Come unmuted if you don't have background noise, and y'all lose your freaking minds when she makes
Can you hear me?
Okay, so when I do, well, when I put the camera up, I want you to go. You ready?
Ready. First cut of global expansion team is done.
All right.
Wow. Congratulations, guys.
All right, I'm gonna go back muted.
That's fantastic. Here, let me post this. Talk to us while I post this.
Well, it still kind of feels surreal. The month is not over though, and that's just kind of really where the focus is at right now. Like, no taking your foot off the gas. Like, not for me, not for anybody on this call, not for the team, not for anybody. Don't take your foot off the gas, and that's just kind of like what we're rocking with right now. Because momentum, like you were saying, it carries. So you take your foot off the gas right now, like just because the first cut is done, you still have 2 more cuts. So you take your foot off the gas, then that's it. And global expansion team is not somewhere we're stopping at. This is just like a, hey, how you doing? And we're going to keep rocking and rolling. So definitely don't want to take the foot off the gas. And for right now, now that the cut is done, which has been like this the whole month, but we're really just focusing on everybody that's in cuts right now. And when I mean like every single person is in cuts, everybody's in cuts. So right now we're just focusing as a team on how we can pick everybody up with us and everybody can get their cut for this month. And I'm just like, I'm kind of like at a loss for words, but I'm just so proud and I'm so excited and I'm so grateful and just like, I don't even know, but just to see everybody like stretching and growing together is the big thing for me. People are not stretching and growing, one person going this way, one person going that way. We're literally all stretching and growing together. Like, it's been a together thing. Everybody's picking each other up and everybody's helping each other in the areas that they're strong at and that other person may lack. So it's just been amazing to see like the leaders of the team just show up. Like, as soon as they knew like, oh man, we're like in cuts, everybody just started to show up differently and just show up how I don't think that they knew that they had that within them, but when we started to build that bond, everybody started to show up differently. And so I'm just like excited and I'm just, I don't know, the way I really feel is just grateful. Like, so much gratitude.
Fantastic. That's awesome.
Yes.
That's awesome.
Yes.
And this is just the beginning. This is just the beginning, guys. This is just the beginning. The momentum that you guys are building, what's going on right now, because see, what's special about this is y'all aren't biting your fingernails at 12 o'clock midnight for her first cut of Get Team. This is the way you do it with 4 or 5 days to go. You know what I'm saying? And this is a good precedent. This is a great precedent to set, because what you're setting right now, and now the momentum that you're going to have as we march down towards to the extravaganza in Houston, which is essentially under 4 months away, right? Or right around, a little under 4 months away. Number one, you're going to be walking across the stage,
Woo.
recognized as a brand new global expansion team member and representing your team, because this is representative of a team too.
Yeah. Oh,
Y'all keep that in mind. It's called Global Expansion Team. So that means that y'all push her to that level. She represents you guys as a team, but this momentum is going to take you right to Get Team 2500
Yes, sir.
within the second to third quarter. You can already be in qualification
Yeah.
for Get Team. You can be in qualification for Get Team 2500 before extravaganza. You could possibly be, if your group we've seen it before. We don't like to, the reason that I'm being conservative with it is because we don't like to overpromise and underdeliver. It can happen where you explode right to Get Team 2500 before extravaganza. But I don't want to paint it and then let the air out of the balloon. You could do that with this team that you have now. You really have a realistic shot at making that happen. You understand? But worst case, you'll be in cuts in the second to third quarter and fully qualified third quarter into the third quarter. You guys got me?
Gotcha.
Okay? So I'm very proud of you guys. Very proud of you guys. And this is representative of what's going to be happening to all of you. Because guess what? It's no different than Shantia Stringfellow last month. You push her, get her out of the way. It opens the door for you. Let's get Morgan out of the way. Why? Not just to get her out of the way. That doesn't sound right. But it opens the door for you psychologically. Let's get her there. Now it opens the door for you. Every single one of y'all on this conference can be Global Expansion Team in 2018. Minimum. And by the way, every single one of you on this conference call tonight can be Global Expansion Team, and a big part of you getting there is being inspired by seeing Morgan do it. That's what happens. When you see other people do it, then it inspires you, and you start getting belief that you can do it too. And keep in mind, the way, can't talk about all the ways, but the general philosophy about how to get to the Global Expansion Team, remember, key word is team.
Mm-hmm.
So you're looking to build a team, to put together a team of champions. Think about the champions. Think about the leaders that you want to attract into your life. And by the way, most of the people that when you are thinking about signing them up, they're all diamonds in the rough. Most of the people are the most unlikely people. So you can't prejudge. You can't be saying, oh, that guy, that Terrence over there, he's working down at the automotive place. I don't know if he's going to be interested. He's down there changing tires. I don't know if he's going to be wanting to sell shakes. See, you can't be prejudging. Look at Terrence. Terrence would be mad at you if you prejudged it, right? You can't prejudge anybody. I mean, Bob Gray was the last person on earth that you would think would do this business. A petroleum engineer? Really? Never read I don't want to say never read a book, but he was not into reading personal development books, not into it at that time in his life. And Herbalife changes you. You understand? So you can't prejudge, but you do want to be thoughtful, because thoughts are things.
Yeah.
What you think about is what you bring about. So start thinking about developing a strong team of happy, energetic killers, leaders. I don't mean killers, but you guys got me. Okay, killing the game. You know what I'm saying? Start thinking about that stuff. And all of a sudden, people start showing up. They start showing up from your customer base. They start showing up from church. They start showing up from the gym. They start showing up in your family. They start showing up from just the most unlikeliest of places. Because they gravitate because you thinking about them. It's got to be an obsession. Obsess over this stuff. Obsess over building a team, and you'll build a team, because what you think about the most is what you will eventually attract. You guys got me? People that don't build teams, trust me, they're not thinking about building teams. They might think about it once in a while, but that's not enough. It's got to be a conscious, continuous thought process, and it's got to be on purpose. Things don't just happen. Things happen just. That's what Jim Rohn says. Things happen by design, not by chance. So you design your business, design your life, design it in your head, and then put it on paper or on your computer or wherever you make it into a blueprint, and design your business, design your life. That makes sense? Awesome. Alcie, Sam.
Yep. Yo.
Brandon, Earl, come talk to us. I've talked enough. Talk to me about how you're going to close out your month. Talk to me about how excited you are.
Hey, listen, I just want to, I'm going to be real quick here. I'm not going to take this airtime, but, I just want to touch on something very, 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 very important. Okay. So there's 4 phases to building a very, very high performing team. There's 4 phases. And that first phase is you start to form. You bring your team together. You start to really form. You start to figure out who your players are, and you start to get them together. In the second phase, you start brainstorming. You start to storming things up, start mixing things up and shaking things up and seeing what works and seeing what doesn't work. And then the third phase is you start to norming. You start to normalize it a little bit. You start to really get normal and starting to function. And then on that 4th phase, you start really, really performing. And this is what I saw in this team that we have here. This is what I saw the last month or so is we formed, we started norming, we started storming, and then we just really took off over the last couple of weeks. Morgan has pulled this team together. We started having calls on Sundays. Everyone started buying into those calls and started attending those calls, and we started to really growing. And as a result of our growth, this is what we have. We have first cut of global expansion team done with 4 days remaining in the month. It's a wrap. And there's no doubt in my mind that we will not surpass what we did this month, the next 2 months. We're going to get it. We're taking it. We're taking it. It's ours to lose. We're taking it. We're there. Keep going and let's keep growing. I'm done.
Beautiful. Beautiful. Alcie, talk to me. Everybody wants to hear from you.
What's up? What's up? You guys can hear me?
Yeah.
Got you.
So I'm gonna come with you. He gonna fire you up. I'm gonna hit you right here with it. So just a quick story is that Morgan and myself, the thing about fear, okay, everybody on this call, we all have fears. We all have limitations. I actually have a shirt my mother-in-law got me, says, push past your limits. So we all have fear. We all have limitations. That's a fact. But the thing about fear is I actually posted it. It's not the fear of failing. It's not the fear of failing. It's actually the actual fear to fail. It's paralyzing. It causes you not to move. And this is what happened to me. And this is why it touched me so very well. And I took this story about Morgan and I took it to my team without them knowing, because I know everybody has fear, especially a new distributor. So I want you guys to really zone in on this. We was on this mountain, Potato Chip Mountain, right? To get on this mountain, to get on the chip, to take a picture, you guys can go look at that page, you'll see it. It's a big jump. You have to jump to be able to go take this picture. If you slip, you might be done for. Because it's a big hole in the middle. So I get up there. I'm fearful as well. But I'm like, Morgan is here, all these other people here. I'm going to just go ahead and jump, So I hit this rock and I jump. I'm scared in the air and I almost slip. But I'm like, I'm here now. I snap my photo. I look back. Morgan didn't move. She's sitting down. She's stuck. She's paralyzed. She didn't move. Barely breathing. Morgan, what's wrong? I'm scared. I might fall. I fear it. I can't do it. I'm like, Morgan, you need to jump. Like, you got to do it. It doesn't matter. Like right now, you're not growing. And we had an argument, a full-fledged argument. She actually punched me and all, you guys, like, because I'm like, Morgan, if you don't jump right now, how are you going to get your team to global expand? How are you going to do it if you don't jump? Like, it went down. And she was like, F you. I don't care about none of this. It don't matter. I'm not freaking jumping. It's not going to happen. I said, well, you know what? Don't jump. You're a coward. And that's when she punched me. This is serious. And we walking back up to the mountain. I'm like, yep, you just going to keep walking, huh? So I mean, I'm the little voice now. I'm like, you just going to keep walking, huh? You just going to leave your team on that rock, huh? You ain't going to go jump. So we went back. She went back, you guys. She hit the mountain. Guess what? Boom! She jumped. No more fear. And sometimes you have to find what's going to push you past your fear. I don't know what it is. But I want you to know you have exactly what it takes right now that you're going to have a global expansion team or your president's team. You have everything right now in you to get where you need to be. You just fear. You just scared. You just nervous. That person you want to talk to, you fearing they're going to tell you no. That distributor that you have that you scared to hit up because they didn't do the business well last month, you fearing to hit them up because they didn't do it. So you have a fear of failure. It's paralyzing. It will keep you right where you at until you just say, you know what? F it. I'm going to do it. I'm going to jump. Punch the wall. Think of the wall as me on that mountain and then jump. That's it. That's it. It's that easy. It is that easy. Nothing is stopping you but you. And here too. Not what other people tell you. Not the people that's telling you can't. Not the people that's telling you not enough. What you telling you. Watch that. I don't think I can do it. I don't think I can hit 25. I never hit 25 volume before. I got 5 distributors in a month. I never got 25 new clients in a month. When you telling yourself that, you will never get it. You'll never get it. I told the Glenn when I first joined when I first started posting in Nutrition Club Leadership, and I talked to him, and he hit me with nothing but philosophy, and I ran with it. And he told me those exact words. He was like, hey, you need to start meditating. He's like, you need to meditate and really think about what you want and really zone in on what it is that you want to see until you can feel it. And I went and did it. And I promise you I had an out-of-body experience, and stuff just started happening crazy. People would walk up to me in the store. You the Herbalife guy. I want to do the business. And this, that, and the third. And, you know, listen, it's only the fear that you have of failing. It's not going to be the fear that when you actually fail. You know, what I'm trying to say is I can't get it. Give me 1 second. The fear of failing is not as bad as actually failing because you learn from failing. That's what I was trying to say. Finally got it. Took me a second, but I got it. So actually failing, like you went and did it and it didn't work. Cool. That's way better than not even doing it. Because you can grow from it, you can learn from it. Y'all was patient with me, boy. They was like, what is he talking about? I don't get it, but whatever, it's LC, I'ma listen. Nah, sometimes I'm wrong. Like, but that's it, you guys. You know, just move. Just move. Just move to the next spot. That's it, man. That's it. I love you all. Each of us need all of us. WAE. We all eat, baby. Let's go.
Wow.
Yes. Hey, I know I speak for everybody on the call. You could talk another 10 minutes trying to figure out what the hell you're trying to say, and we would all be taking notes, listening. Come on, baby. Come on. You know it's in there somewhere. Hey, I'm going to tell you one thing right now. There ain't nobody on this call, including me, that didn't know that you was trying to find whatever it was that you was trying to say, because we thought everything you said was fantastic. You understand? I know sometimes inside us we're like, damn, because we know what we really, the place that we're really leading to. But trust me, everything you were talking about, you didn't lose anybody. We were all like, yeah. You are freaking awesome, buddy. And by the way, final thing. This fear, this story, that was an awesome story. Where Alcee disappeared? Where'd he go? There he went off camera for a minute. This story about the fear, let me tell you, Morgan had fear about jumping off of a potato chip, and she didn't have fear about punching you. I would have been the other way around for me. I would have no fear about jumping off that mountain. I would have had fear about punching Alcee. You understand? So everybody's got their different fears. So I don't think I'll be punching Alcee anytime soon. So Morgan, props to you. But look at Morgan. She's fearless when it comes to punching Alcee, but about jumping off a potato chip.
Right.
He made it seem like I just punched him in the face. No, I just was like, I'm gonna put the picture in Nutrition Club Leader so y'all can see what this potato chip looks like.
And the thing is so crazy, man. I'm so my phone kept running out of space. I'm gonna see if I can find it because it was a 3-minute recording. I was like, she just don't want to jump because I saved it for this moment right here.
Good.
But I have.
Hold on, you muted yourself. Go ahead.
Yeah. But yeah, man, she hit me hard. I had blacked out and everything up there, man.
Why?
I woke up and I seen stars and it wasn't Tweety Bird.
Hey, the question is, was the camera still recording though? Go ahead, Earl. I know you raised your hand.
Yeah. Hey, can you hear me? Hey, I just wanted to go ahead and congratulate Morgan and the team. Thank you so much, guys, for being an example. Being an example. That's the key to Herbalife. Being the example. I want to ask Morgan something. I don't want to talk. I want to really listen to Morgan real quick. So, Morgan, there had to become, like you said, we become what we think about. We become what we think about. I've been listening to Earl Nightingale, The Strangest Secret, a lot, over and over. And he's been drilling that home. And I'm always focusing on, okay, what am I thinking about? Who am I right now? And I listened to Garen Jones' live feed he did about 2 or 3 days ago. And he said that when I was living in a car, I was already a millionaire. When I was living in a car, I was already a millionaire. So anytime I go out to go talk to people, you could tell he was at that decision. That's where he was. And it seems to me from the outside looking in, there was a point where you made the decision of who you are now, not a manifestation is happening for you to become what you think about. Could you expand a little bit on where you made that decision, where you started to visualize, because we all need to hear that.
It's funny that you asked that because it literally happened just like that. So, you know, Glenn was talking about the uplift factor and how your org can do this much with the uplift factor, blase, blase. So this is a transparency moment since we're just being transparent tonight. I was like, at first I was like, I don't want to hear anything about an uplift factor. Like, I want my team to do the whole 20K, no uplift factor. That's what I was telling Alcee. So, mid-February, I want to say, that's exactly, mid-February, something came over me. And it was like, what I will say is, okay, let me put it all together. So something came over me mid-February. I was sitting in the bed and I just was, you know, scrolling on Facebook and something came over me. I jumped up and I went and I looked in the mirror and I was like, 17K, organization volume, March, and then I put 18.5 April, 20,377 for May. Those was gonna be my 3 cuts of get. I put it up on the mirror. I put it on my phone right here. Hold on now. Got a lot going on this phone, y'all. I put it on my phone, and I don't know what it was, but something came over me, and I was like, "This is what we're gonna do." Mid-February, that's what I was stuck on. And then as I was looking at my organization volume, I was like, "This is possible. Like, this is what's gonna happen. This is what we're gonna do." And so I was manifesting it for myself before I ever even, of course, LC knows, but before I ever even brought that to the team, I just started. That's all I was thinking about. 17K organization, 17K organization, 17K organization, 17K organization. And then that's all my thoughts were was 17K organization. So going into this month being March, when I woke up on the first of the month, 17K organization, 17K organization, 17K organization. And that's all I was thinking about. And I didn't worry about physically getting the 17K organization. Not worried, that's the wrong word. I started to focus on becoming a better version of myself. I started to do things that I wouldn't normally do. I started to get uncomfortable in areas that I wouldn't normally get uncomfortable in. I started doing things for the future me because I knew that I wanted 17K organization and to do first cut and to get these 3 cuts before extravaganza. So I start focusing on my gratitude journal. I start focusing on reading my devotional. I start focusing on praying. I start focusing on setting goals and actually accomplishing those goals. I just really went to work on myself and focus on me. But first and foremost was 17K organization. And then I did what I needed to start to do to obtain that 17K organization. So it's like, it's true. You just have to know what you want and just know what you want. And know, like, without a doubt, like no doubts in your mind that 17K is going to happen. And that's literally just what happened, which is crazy, but you can manifest what you want in life if you think about it enough. And
that's it.
That's just really what happened. 17K, 17K, 17K. So now, since we have 4 days left in the month, now I'm focusing on 18.5, 18.5, 18.5, 18.5. And that's just like what we're going to go with.
Absolutely. Beautiful. Beautiful.
Yeah, what I love about our team is that you have theory, but then we have so much proof here. I want everybody that's brand new to get that concept. Like, especially, there's a lot of new people on the call right now. And I was working with a lot of team members in my organization. And Elsie and Morgan, everything you guys, the yin and the yang and the punch makes sense. Because there's going to be, when you're making something great, you're going to collide. Right? Sparks are going to fly. Right? But as long as you have a decision to make it work, you're going to make something amazing. Okay? So what I've been working on with Elsie, like how I work with my team, is that, okay, hey, what works? What doesn't work? What works? What doesn't work? Right? Then kind of went back and backtracked. I started working with my team about visualization. Got 2 people, I'm not gonna say their names right now, but everybody's kind of like this. I talked to anybody that's talked to me on the phone or someone face to face, we all had this conversation. Number one thing is, hey, let's believe that we can do it. All right. There's a lot of things that we can like, well, I don't know how, I don't see how. I said, let me tell you something. I say, it's a trickle down factor. There's Mark Hughes. Mark Hughes told Glenn and Monica Wells something. Just trust me.
Mm-hmm.
And they said they didn't really understand how at the time when they heard that information, what they just believed and went for it. Then I remember when I first started my journey, Earl, you're going to hit this level. You're going to do these things. Man, I don't know what you talk about. I don't even know what this is. I don't even know what Get Team is. What is that? I don't. He's like, Earl, see yourself wearing this. It's like, see yourself wearing it. And I'm like, what are you talking about, man? Look at the numbers. I don't know how it's possible. I don't know how it's possible. All right, when you're in an organization like this, when you're in a quote unquote fraternity, sorority like this, understand how, go outside somewhere else and see if you see anything like that anywhere else. Right? Now, Sam know what I'm talking about. Right? See, that's why people like me and Sam are locked in this thing, because we know the alternative. We know the other world that's out there. Right? No matter what's going on, the ups and downs and the roller coasters, the reason why me and Glenn like this, is because I know ain't nobody else like that. Right? So what we have to understand is we have people that's actually doing everything we said that's possible. It's actually happening. It's not theory. Now, Glenn had to go, but Mark Hughes, when he first started, he had to go by theory, because when he first started, nobody did it. Glenn started because he heard a story about a bartender making $50,000 in a month. And he found that to be true. So when he heard that story, and he heard that, it became that, then why not me? Me too. Glenn developed the Me Too mentality. I saw Garen Jones on stage, January kickoff, 2016. Me too. Else he just posted it.
Yep.
I didn't sign up yet. It's all about including ourselves in it, because Herbalife will prove to every single one of us, Celeste, when you come to an event, you're going to see there's everybody different. Everybody's different. There's from different backgrounds. We've proven that, hey, this works. But the only thing is, I posted something, there's people like to be motivated by people that don't believe in them, because they say there's haters out there. I could go for my haters. Okay, well, that's cool. They don't believe in you. But if you don't believe in yourself, none of that matters. If you don't believe in yourself, none of that matters. The reason why I asked Morgan what I just asked her is because I could tell she made a decision. And it's like when you're a lawyer, like you say, Glenn and I were talking about this earlier this week, you lead the witness, right? I was leading the witness so she could testify to all of us, because I knew she was going to tell us there was a point. I knew nothing about that, by the way.
Right.
Me and Morgan don't even talk like that. Like, I love on her and I follow her and I pray for her and all that stuff. But I knew there was a point where she hit like, me too.
Exactly.
Me too. So our duty, everybody on this call, there should never be there's gonna be times where it's going to be a challenge, because that's the part of the program. But remember this moment where this young lady made a decision in mid-February and said, me too. And when she walked the stage, get this medallion draped around it when the confetti's coming down, right? And all that happened just because somebody told her it can happen. And but now we are focusing on is everybody else and including them in the journey. Exactly. I'm just so excited about our lives. I'm excited about what's happening. I thank you, Morgan, for being brave enough to step up, because I want you to remember the feeling you have right now, because you want to continue our job is to put that into all the people that are following behind us. And the reason why I go hard every day and working in all these different areas in the cities that y'all see me working in, I am so looking forward to all these different people walking the stage. I'm looking forward to all these people saying, I have to wait till payday to get products or something like that. I want them to get paid, have the money now, change their future. $1,000 residual. Get team, baby. Get money. Get money.
Get money. Exactly. Mark Hughes used to say, why we call it Get Team is because you get the 2%, the 2% extra. You get the 2% extra. So one quick thing, Earl, first of all, y'all give it up for Earl. Give it up for Earl. very, very well said. And I know I could tell, Earl, how everybody, like, they all got about 7 inches closer to the screen listening to you. You could see how they're like listening to you. So very good. So Earl was talking about the Me Too, right? The Me Too. We're going to have another Me Too movement inside of our team, inside of Herbalife. Okay. So how many of y'all are going to say Me Too? Me too. I'm going to get the global expansion team this year. Morgan just told you, and Earl just told you, but Morgan just told you too, exactly everything that we've been teaching the last 6 months. Not everything, but the thing that really matters. Because we talk about obsessing with something. How many times did Morgan say 17K, 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 17K? How many times? I don't know. Probably about 17,000 times. Okay, she said it over and over and over and over. It's an obsession. I'm telling you guys, you got to be obsessed. It's got to be an all-consuming thought. It's got to mean something to, and by the way, make it mean something. Make it mean something significant to you. You understand? And then go after it. Every single one of y'all can have Me Too, and every single one of y'all can be minimum global expansion team this year. Believe that. Just trust me on that. You can. The only question is, how bad do you want it? That's the only question. And then the next thing that you got to do is make that decision to jump off that ship. Jump. It's all about a decision. Once you decide, the game is won. The game is won once you decide. You guys got me? Decide you'll be global expansion team. And by the way, bigger picture, keep in mind, president's team is waiting for you. Guys, it's crowded at the bottom and there's plenty of room at the top. Plenty of breathing room up in the red carpet. Oh, and Alcy, chairman's. Absolutely. Absolutely chairman's. And what I want y'all to keep in mind, Get Team is just one step closer to president's team. And there's only a few steps to get to president's team. You guys got me? That's it. That's what's waiting for you. Let's go get it. But listen, how you close this next 4 days out is going to determine, who you are in 2018. What you got in you in the next 4 days. You guys got me? Prove it. Let's show up. By the way, I'm gonna hate myself if I don't ask y'all. I've been seeing all this WAE. I know what it stands for. We all eat. And I think it's Team Ohuna or something like that. Tell me about that real quick. Tell everybody about that in case they don't know. Because I just started seeing it a couple of days ago or something like that.
Alcy Crocker, you up? Alcy Crocker, you up?
Did you come up with this?
Yeah, so it's Team Ohana is how it's pronounced.
Ohana?
And yeah, it's Ohana. And so, oh man, y'all trying to make me be emotional. So when I was younger, man, I watched this movie called Lilo and Stitch. I'm sure all of you guys know it. And I used to compare to Stitch a lot because he was on Earth. He was a little alien baby. He was on Earth and stuff. And so his whole family was left and he was all alone. And so the girl that he was actually staying with, just a backdrop on him, is they're Hawaiian. And Hawaiian is, they big on family. And Ohana means family. And family is never lost, forgotten, nor left behind. And so she used to tell Stitch that all the time. He used to break stuff and throw stuff everywhere. And she just used to love on him. No matter how bad he was, she just used to love on him and be like, Stitch, I know you're only acting like that because you're by yourself and because you feel alone, but Ohana means family. And family is never left behind nor forgotten. And so, sooner or later, Stitch started acting. He started acting with love and he started caring about other people. And it came to me because I was Stitch. I was Stitch, man. I mean, I could talk forever about who I am and what I used to do. I was that person, like, I'm just going to tear everything up. I'm going to drink a lot of alcohol and it's on and popping. I'm going to stand in the middle of the club and you better not bump me because it's going down. Just because I was just so angry all the time. And I never had that family. And that's what I'm trying to build this on, is just that family, And so that's what it is. It's Ohana means family, because family is never lost, forgotten, nor left behind. And that's what we thrive on. That's what we thrive on. And that's why everybody's hitting cuts, because nobody's left behind.
Yep.
That's what it is.
Wow, buddy. Man, that's powerful. That's powerful stuff. And then the WAE.
Yeah, WAE. I actually heard that. I think Devontae was telling me that somebody else was saying. They only said it maybe once or twice, but it always stuck with me. And one day we was in the group message, and I think Lonnie had hit a cut. I think Courtney had hit a cut, and Ro had hit a cut, like all in the same day or the same week. And I just was like, WAE, baby, we all eat. And so it just was gone. It just was gone after that. And we actually got a logo, because shout out to Lonnie. He's an architect and a designer. So he actually put us a logo together, and it's freaking incredible. You guys will see it, man. And he put that WAE on there, and he actually came up with the whole logo himself. So it's just incredible, man. Yeah, it's incredible. Like, me and him talk, and that's just how, we vibrate. And everybody can see it, and I'm just blessed and grateful for it, because actually, Glenn, you helped me make that shift. And so me and him I never met him in person yet. I never hugged him and shook his hand, and he's just killing it. And he just like family. He just like Ohana, and I'm like, oh, that's crazy. Like, this guy that never met me, never shook my hand, we never felt energy, we never touched, and he just like Ohana. Because Ohana means family, and I feel it, and it's just crazy. It's crazy.
That's awesome. That is so powerful. Thank you for sharing that, buddy. Thank you so much. And I want to just put out a little advisory here. If y'all start coming up with some freaking awesome phrases and synonyms and acronyms and all this other stuff, be careful, because it might be on some hats and shirts and logos in the future. Awesome. All right, guys, let's close out strong. 4 days to go. Let's go eat. Let's go help some people, and let's go change lives. All right. Thank y'all very much. We love y'all. Thank you.
I love you, man. Thank you.
Y'all.
Love you, buddy.